Alright, this one. So the two questions you asked me, number 66 and 70 of assignment 1.3, this is lurking in the background. So these are two limits you're just supposed to know, right? You were told what the limit is. Limit as of sine x over x as x goes to 0 is 1. Limit of 1 minus cosine x over x is as x goes to 0 is 0. So these are two limits that you are expected to know. Another thing about this one is that whatever I have here, limit as x goes to 0 of sine, well, this is a shorter way. If you have ax, sine of ax over bx, then the limit is a over b. That's a shorter cut version. There is an algebraic way to get anything that looks like this to this, but this is the short way. Right, we covered that in class. All right. You don't use it for any of these here, but now number 66 uses this one. So number 66 is using that expression. So a 3 is not a variable, so that can actually come out of the limit, and you got 1 minus cosine x over x. So a limit is kind of like an operation. So that, and 3 is not a variable, and it's multiplication, so you can just bring it out. And so it's 3 times whatever that limit is. Well, this limit is 0, so it's 3 times 0 is just 0. Okay, that's number 66. And then number 70, here. So this does not look like what I have over here, right? So what I'm going to do is just rewrite it as sine squared x over cosine squared x over x. Okay, so this is equivalent to sine squared x over cosine squared x divided by x, so that's same as multiplying by 1 over x. Right? And then I'm going to try to get this thing out of it, right? I'm getting the sine x over x out of it. So I'm taking the sine x over x out of it. So it's sine x over cosine squared x times sine x over x. So I've taken that out. Now, what was the point of that? Why can't I do that, and why would I do that? Well, let's go back to the original. So if I plug 0 into this expression, what I have in the numerator is 0 and the denominator is 0. Okay? So that's a problem. 0 over 0 is indeterminate. So I'm messing with this so I can basically get that x out from underneath that. And that's what I did here. So I know what this limit is. Okay? This limit is 0. So the fact that it's indeterminate, it's because technically this is still 0 over 0, but I know what this limit is. And that's the point. Even though it's still 0 over 0, but I know what the limit is. Okay? So then I come over here. Now, do I know what the limit of this is? Well, the numerator is going to 0, and the denominator is going to 1. So I know the limit of this one is 0. So limit of this is 0, and the limit of this is 1, so it's 0 times 1, making the final limit 0. Alright, that's it.